Hello, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Surya Rashmi meditation. Okay, so today we're going to study the second step to our meditation, and in this step, what we are going to actually start to work with is the element. Okay, the element, and the first element we're going to work together with will be the earth. Okay, so that will be our first element, the earth. And we're going to see many other elements. So the first one is the earth. And when we think about the earth, it's very important. In Buddhism, there is many, um, let's say, it's crucial, this element, because it brings, we will see, stability to the body. Okay, so there is many things to say about this first element, the earth, travel to a meditation. The first one is actually, when you see the Buddha, his position is very kind of unique. And maybe I don't know if you know the meaning of this position, but most of you maybe know. But if people don't know, I'm going to explain a little bit. So this position, it's calling taking the earth as witness. Okay, so that's a way. So when you see the Buddha Shakyamuni, is like this, one hand in his like just near his waist here, and then the other one is actually touching the earth. Okay, so many people may wonder why. What's the meaning of this very specific kind of mudra or position? So this is very important. Meaning is, when the Buddha was in his final step toward enlightenment, there was one last obstacle. And this obstacle is, could you call it Mara, you could call it ego, different kind of situation. Anyway, so there was the last obstacle in his mind before getting enlightened. So what happened? So the Buddha he was a little bit going through all the different difficulties and afflictive emotion and everything, and he succeeds to dispel all. But there is this one last obstacle. And this obstacle appears in the form of the Buddha himself. So it takes the same like appearance as the Buddha. And he says something like that. Oh, the one who goes where no one have gone before. May I call him my God? Something like that. So this is quite true. The Buddha he go for very deep meditation and very a lot of kind of experience and hardship and everything. And you can feel like he's no more human. And so that was the idea of the ego tenting, the Buddha thinking like now you're not any more human, ordinary being, you're like something else. And the Buddha didn't say anything. Okay. He didn't reply to this obstacle, to this Mara. Okay. Didn't say a word. He just do one thing. Keep his left hand into this meditation gesture means he didn't go out of his, let's say, meditative equipoise or this concentration or his meditation. He didn't break his meditation. It's just stay in mind in meditation. And the next one, the right hand, he touched the ground. And when he touched the ground, what he did, he said, I don't need to talk because whatever I did or didn't do, there is always a witness. And its witness is the ground. So the earth is always there. And then by touching the earth, he take like his witnesses. And then through this, the ego was finally dispelled and he become enlightenment. Okay, so that's a very important aspect. So in our practice of meditation, we're going to, through this path, discover many things. There will be many, I can say, experience, I can say, like, I don't know, transformation in our consciousness and a lot of things, many things going to happen. But whatever happen, it's very important to keep it easy and quiet. Okay, not even talk to anything or anyone. Just keep it secret. Okay, and if you wonder, maybe there is, I should say something, because this is so incredible, so marvelous. So I should say something to someone and everything. You can, let's say, no need to think this way because you can be sure there is a witness, and the witness is the ground. The witness is the earth. So you don't need to worry about telling anyone because there is someone who actually kind of watching whatever step you're going to, whatever procedure or experience you may have. So this is one thing. Okay, so that's the first aspect. So in the, let's say, in this traveling or this travel to a meditation, just don't say so much. Okay, don't talk outside what is going into your mind or your experience and everything, because that's going to prevent or block or stop your, let's say, progression towards this path. So keep it very secret, very personal. That's very important. And whenever you see a Buddha, is like a remember of that. You don't say words and you practice in secret and interiorly. It's not for outside or whatever. It's really to be for yourself, your own journey. So that's one very important lesson the Buddha teach here. Okay. The second is when we think about the earth, it's very important, because the earth, the ground, give all what we need, the food and everything, support everything. So you should have, as a Buddhist or as a meditation practitioner, a very great deep sense of, let's say, appreciation towards the earth. So you can really like feel it's like kind of love and deep gratefulness towards the ground because it brings so much food and flower and trees and everything and supports the life in any case. So this is very important. So when we meditate, we should be trying to be closer to the ground. Better, I mean, the closer the better. So this way you feel like this connection toward life, towards the ground, toward all these things. So this is very important. In Buddhism and Hinduism, you have even like a personification of the ground, of the earth. It's called Priti Devi, the ground or the earth goddess in this way. Okay, so that's one thing. So here, in our practice of meditation, the ground or the earth will be the element earth. And we're going to stay in this element earth quite long because there is many associated meditation and practices using this element. Okay, so we're going to think about that first. So the first one, the ground, the earth, here, what we need to think is our body. Our body is actually this element, the earth element is our body, simply like that. And we can think in this way. All, let's say, solid um, aspect of our body is this idea of earth element. So I'm talking about the flesh, the bone, all the different muscle and everything. So all this is rigid in our body. That's earth element. Okay. And we're going to, in this, let's say, channel, there is not so much people. I mean, there is few people, and start to watch this channel, so I feel a little bit less talking to myself. Anyway, so we're going to see slowly, okay, in this different step of meditation or toward meditation, the use of the wind element. Okay, so you will see when you inspire, let's say when you breathe, there is this like gross wind or gross air, but inside there is this very subtle energy, and it's each energy is I say you can divide this subtle wind into many wind. Actually, you can talk about 10 and also 5. Here we're going to very subtlest of those one, which is the wind of element. So you will see there is a wind of earth, wind of water, wind of fire, wind of air, wind of everything like that, with space. Anyway, so that will be what we're going to use. And it's very important and it's very, how you say, it brings dramatic transformation to our body, our mind, and everything. So that's a very important aspect. But when you're going to work with this wind, we need to be prepared. Okay, we need to be like able to use those wind in the right way. And this is our first step here, our first journey. It's toward this preparation. Okay, so you can think in this way. You know, let's say you have a ground, you have a field where you want to grow different things. Could be vegetable, could be trees, flower, whatever. Different thing you want to grow in this ground. But you don't have so much water. Okay. So as you don't have so much water, you're going to use a river that go nearby this ground. Okay. So you want to use the water of this river in order to irrigate your ground. Okay. So that's what you want to do. And in order to do that, you need to dig some channel, right, in the ground, so the water could irrigate and go very far in the ground. So this is very important. And in order to make sure that um, all the different plants, trees, and whatever in your ground, the channel have to be correct, not to be blocked, not to be, let's say, destructive in any sort of way. So this is very important to think in this way. So otherwise, what's going to happen? You're going to dig some canal and there is like some blockage, maybe some stone or whatever, something like prevents the water to go inside the field. And then you won't be able to water all the plants. And if you have a tree very far in this ground or in this field, it won't be watered and you won't have fruit. You see? And here, what is happening? It's often the case, I say, that people try to do or practice those different kind of practices. Could be what we call salon or chulko, all these different practices that using this energy, just subtle energy, but there is not so much result. It's like limited it or none, actually none result. And why? People can wonder why is nothing happen. It's just for this reason. So you have the water, but you cannot grow inside the field because there is some blockage. So here, what you're going to think about is our body is this like ground. Okay. And what will be the blockage or the things that prevents the water here, maybe the subtle energy we're going to use, or the subtle wind we're going to use, prevent those subtle energy or wind to go inside our body is the tension. So when our body is tense, you know, there is no way that the energy can flow. It prevents the flow of the energy. So whatever you're going to practice or all this wind, everything, it won't be so much result or non-result at all. Okay, so that's very important. So today we're going to do two meditation. Okay, we're going to do meditation. Normally we do one, but today we do two, and it's very important to do in this way because the first one we're going to do will bring some, let's say, I cannot say mistake, but something not completely correct. And then we will need the second one in order to, let's say, correct those problem or those mistakes. This is why we have this special kind of live tonight, or for you it's the night. For me, it's very early in the morning. It's 4:30, but it's perfect. It's a perfect time to meditate. So it's okay. So here what we're going to do today. It's this idea, I have in this description of this life. It's called "Less the body fall on the ground." Okay, let the body fall on the ground, or let the body fall like that. Okay, so this is very important, and this idea is to prevent all different kind of tension in our body. Okay, so before that, in the first life, okay, remember we study what we can call like a pointed tension. So there is a point of tension somewhere in your body, and we try to relax this. This is what I was saying. You take your hand, you do like that. There is a tension, and then you release, and there is no more tension. So this is the thing. But now we're going to go a little bit deeper in this idea, and you will see it's a very important idea in meditation. This one is not about only the like pointed tension. Okay, but it's in general. Let's say imagine your hand. There is like a crispation or some tension in all the arm. Okay, from the tip of your finger and to your shoulder, and then you have to relax all the arm in order to let's say the energy flow. I know it's very difficult to express in words, but you can feel it. There is like a flow of energy that can, let's say, go through all your body, and you will see more and more that there is this sense of unite, let's say, unity, I can say, or oneness of the body that can be bring by this kind of attitude. Okay, so the idea is normally when you stress or when you like toward maybe you have some emotion, could be anger, could be jealousy, could be whatever, our body tends to tense, towards the, let's say, I can say the sky or eye, like something like that. Thinking about how you say, someone tell you something very unpleasant, so you start to be very angry about it. And then what did you say to me? And you see you have this kind of feeling, like tense feeling. So here it's exactly the opposite of that. It's like all your body have to be let fall, let your body fall, like that. So your body fall, and then you will feel more and more like the weight of your body, and it will bring a lot of stability also to your body. Okay, so here, if you want to hear the Tibetan way of saying it, so this way you get, let's say, the full kind of transmission of this idea. It's Tibetan. It's called Lu Rambapsu Chakpa. Okay, so Lu it's the body itself. Rang means itself. Okay, so Lu body, Rang itself. Bap, Bap it's to fall. So we have this concept of this idea of Rang Bap. Okay, self-fallen. That's what with the picture on this live explanation is like someone falling from the sky, because it's like it's falling by itself. Okay, and chakba means something like you put, so something you let or put your body self fallen. Okay, so that's very important, and that's a very crucial idea in the meditation. So that's what we're going to do on our first part of meditation. Let our body fall. Okay, so you will start to feel it. You will start to feel like all the shoulders going down, is going towards the ground, and you maybe feel like you can feel more. Let's say the weight of your arm or your waist on your thighs and everything. It's okay. You just let it go. You let your body fall on the ground. That's very important. And then you are no more tension. And it is completely the opposite of what we see. So sometimes this is why I didn't really explain first meditation like the 7 point posture version, all this kind of thing, because when you think in this way you try to tense your body. You think you need like a very rigid and tense position to bring all these different points in the correct aspect, and this brings a lot of tension in your body. And with all this tension there is no way to meditate. There is no way to meditate. You cannot meditate if your body is tense. It's completely the opposite of meditation. Okay, so I hope here it's clear. You tell me on the chat if you have any question or anything you don't understand. It's this idea of it's li- meditating, meditative live, something like that. It's alive. We meditate together. So if you have any question, you can ask right away. This way I can react. Okay. So if there is no meditation, we're going to do this for 5 minutes. Maybe I explain one more time. The principle of this channel is like there is some explanation. Hope you understand through the explanation, and then we do a silence meditation of 5 minutes. Okay, and after this 5 minutes, I will give me another. I will give you another little bit explanation, especially today because it's kind of unique. We need two, and then you will do another 5 minutes, and that will be the end of our life. And if you have any question, you can react right away, and I will react on this way. Okay, so if there is no more question, we're going to do this first 5 minutes. Okay, so in this first 5 minutes, just don't think too much. Just feel like let your body fall on the ground. Okay, so whatever tension you have in all your body, your shoulder, your waist, whatever, you're tight, everything is going down, everything going to the ground. Okay, so let's do this first 5 minutes together. Okay, so that's the first idea. And this one is very, very important. I hope you have really get this sense of how to release, this kind of crispation, like you are very tense, and then you release, and then you let the energy flow. This really you feel like your body start to be like one. You have a sense of oneness, of like unity toward your body. And this is very subtle. And you will be more and more subtle and more aware about this different kind of tension. Then after some time you will feel like really your body is become like one. And it's a very pleasant feeling. And it's very the only way to really meditate. You cannot have tension when you do meditation, And so that's the first kind of feeling, how to learn how to release all the different tension. So you can kind of do crispation all your arm, you tense all your arm, and then you just relax, just take away the tension. And you will feel like there is something. It's very hard to say a word, whatever it is, but there's like a energy or something, feeling like going through, and you can see the flow or feel the flow. So that's a very, very, very important aspect. Okay. But here you see there is one trouble with that because, as I said, you let your body fall. So when you let your body fall, you can be like stupid, go with down. So your position is going to be not straight at all. It will be like you fallen. Okay. So that's completely the opposite of what we said before. That we need to keep our back straight, our spine colored straight, our spine straight. And then how to do it? Because if you let your body fall, and then how can the spine be straight? How can I have a straight position and doing the same thing? So that's a very important idea here. It's like, and you will see this many, many times toward our path, our journey toward meditation, is how to non-act. In Taoism, we have this idea of Wu Wei, means non-acting. Okay. But when you say non-acting, it's not like you don't do nothing, because that's just not, it's just doing nothing. It's different. Non-acting, or like here is like whatever tension you have created, okay, whatever tension you have created, right away you release the tension or the effort you just made. So in this way, you did something, you have strong impact, but at the same time, there is no tension. So that's exactly what is happening here. And this is very important. And you can say it's a secret, or it's something that people don't really know, but I mean, it's not the idea of secret or whatever. The only thing is, I don't know if people really nowadays are so like into meditation, and when you're not really into meditation and you don't maybe go in such detail, and then you cannot really have those kind of explanation. But the master was very clear about the importance of release any tension in your body, and especially this aspect or Lurambasu Chakra. Okay, so the idea here, so you have your core in this Luram Japa, like let it self fallen to the ground. Okay, and then what you do, you start to rise. Okay, and as you rise, you create some tension, and then you just release this tension right away. Okay, and then you rise again, and then same thing. You have some tension, you release it right away, and then after some time, each different step like that, you will be perfectly straight. Your spine column will be perfectly straight, your body will be perfectly straight, and it's a very pleasant position to be in. Okay, and then you are perfectly straight, but at the same time, there is absolutely no tension in your body. So this is very important. Okay, that's the way to do it. Otherwise, when you ask people, can you do meditation, and say, yeah, yeah, I do, and then they straight their body and they tense everything, and then try to keep some position about the shoulder and everything. That's not the way. That's really not the way to do it. Okay, because with tension you cannot meditate, and if you have tension, you will feel pain after some time. So meditation will be something very painful, and then When you ask people, do you like meditation? They would say, not so much. I have knees problem, I have back problem. It's not very nice, and I try to bear those suffering, but it's hard. That's not meditation at all. That's just, I don't know, torture. It's not meditation. Meditation is something very pleasant. Your body feels a sense of kindness and peaceful, and we are very relaxed and more relaxed and release all the tension created by different kind of agitation, emotion, whatever. Everything should be released, and you feel so at ease. That's the idea of meditation. One way to express meditation is ease, you know. So should be very relaxed kind of thing, and not tension, and not bring any difficulties. So when you stay and you find this kind of correct way to settle yourself on this wrong path, and then when you start to rise again, and then you can stay in meditation for a very long time. There is no toll on your body. It's very like you can stay, I don't know, 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever. I mean, there is no problem at all. There is no fatigue or something tiring you. Okay, so that's very important. I hope it's clear. If it's not, as you can always react in the chat, expressing something you don't understand and everything. Okay, so we're going to do the second meditation for for me today or this morning. For you, maybe guys, it's night, but it's okay. So this is the idea. I hope you understand it clearly. Okay, so we let our body fall on the ground completely, and once fall completely, you feel like there is no more tension, no more let's say rigidity in our body. Then you start to rise. Okay, you rise, you relax. You rise again, you relax again. You rise again, you relax again. And then until your body is completely straight. So you will be straight, but at the same very relaxed. When I start to try to want to do this live about the Rambam kind of idea, or I say self-fallen kind of idea, I watch or I look, I can say, many picture of great meditator and how they meditate, and you can see exactly that. So it's the idea to be very stable, very straight, but at the same time very relaxed. Okay, so that's very important, and you will see, and you can see also. You can look for like His Holiness Dalai Lama or Guru Rinpoche or whatever, maybe even Deshimaru, whatever meditator in the past. You will see the same kind of idea, feeling like it's like a mountain. The body is straight, but at the same very relaxed. There's like the sense of, like I said, a mountain, like all the ground, all the different stone of the mountain is going towards the earth, and it's stable and it's very straight. Okay, anyway, hope it's clear. So let's do 5 more minutes on this aspect. You let your body fall in completely, and then you start to rise, you relax. Start to rise, you relax. And it doesn't matter how many steps you need in order to have the back straight. Okay, you do whatever need to be done. And then at some point, when the back will be straight, you will have always this kind of feeling like I can still relax even more and more and more and more. And that's the idea here. That's the idea of this aspect of meditation based on our body. Okay, let's do 5 more minutes of this meditation. Okay. So I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear and you really get this sense of how to rise your back without tension. Okay. So you may ask, whatever if thought arise, what should I do? Because there's like meditation, you should be like working to this thoughts process and everything. But here, no, we don't really at, we are not really at this point yet. We are not really about the mind. It's always there, but here you don't really focus on the mind. Okay. So we just kind of release. And when there is a thought coming up, this thought you will see creates some tension in our body because there is no way that the thought don't have any impact. So the thought just creates some tension. So we don't think about the thought or how to release it or whatever. We just see if there is any tension, any rigidity in our body, and just we release that. And whatever comes, you always go like, if there is some part of my body is not completely self-fallen. If yes, then you just release this aspect. And you will see more and more. So it takes some time. Here we just do 5 minutes. Okay, that's okay. That's a good way to do it. So you do 5 minutes and then you can relax. And if you're really into it and you want to do more, you do another 5 minutes after some time. That's perfectly fine. Okay. So this is very important. And maybe you will wonder like, yeah, but how you want to meditate on one object and everything? That's true, but this is our object right now. Our object is how to release tension of the body. Let it aspect of self fallen. The body let itself fall. Okay. And it is very important because we need definitely our body in this journey. When you think about meditation, many people they just think, okay, I'm going to meditate, so I need to concentrate on one object and just focus on that without thinking of anything else. Okay, but I mean, you cannot do that without your body. Okay, so this attitude is very strange. Okay, for say the least, it's like you want to go on a journey very far. I mean, long journey because meditation is not something that is going to be in 1 or 2 days. It's a lifelong process kind of thing. Even in Buddhism, more than one life. Anyway, so it's a long process, a very long journey. And then you don't even look about your vehicle or your car, whatever. You just go inside and then focus on where you are going without checking out. If there is any trouble in the car, this car is it okay, like the tide or whatever, and just you just go like, okay, I have to go, and then you go right away. That's very not wise, to say the least. Okay, so we need our body. So in this journey, we need something to go through, and this will be our body. So we need to be sure that our body is completely on board, completely relaxed, completely will be like an help or support for meditation, not an obstacle. Because if I have knees pain or back pain or whatever, I'm not going to happen. I mean, it's not going. I cannot meditate. Okay, so this is very very important. I hope this short life, this short explanation is clear. I just repeat one more time. So in this second step of meditation, okay, it's what was like the title, let the body fall. That's true. That's the first aspect. You let your body fall completely. And then when the body is fallen completely, is a fall, there is no more like something that rise the body up or something. No, everything is down, or every muscle is relaxed, there is no more tension. You can really feel like the weight of your body on the ground. You will see like more and more your knees and your leg going to touching the ground. And some people ask, in the chat, if there is possibility, can we meditate on a chair? Yeah, absolutely, it's okay. No need to be on the ground. It's better, and you will see some that can some exercise I can improve how to be on the ground. But for now, you can be on the chair. That's perfectly fine. So you're on the chair, you're feeling that this self-fallen attitude, and then after some time, you just start to rise your body and you relax. You relax, you rise and you relax, rise and relax. So this is very, very important. Okay, this attitude. Whatever tension you have created, right away you need to release it. And you will see that for many, many situations in our journey. For example, you will see the breath, it's exactly the same. When you're going to talk about the wind element, okay, you're going to talk in great depth about the breath and everything, different wind, everything, as I said, different earth, or water, fire, wind, etc. All these different element wind, and the breath play a crucial role. And it's the same. So when you breathe in, create some tension. And then when you breathe out, you release the tension you just have created. And then you remain without tension. So this is very important, this aspect. Okay, so I think for today or tonight it will be enough. Okay, so the only thing I want to say more is what we're going to study next. This way you get a little bit prepared, because it will be some, I can say, physical kind of exercise. You can call it yoga, you can call it a bit core, but it's very simple. It's not very complex one and don't require any transmission or whatever. It's just very simple thing, like physical kind of procedure. So we're going to see, to allow, let's say, the flow of the energy, there is some passage we need to unlock, which is the articulation. All different kind of articulation of hand, finger, waist, shoulder, and everything, knees and everything. So we're going to, before meditate, to do some few simple exercise. Okay. And as we do meditation, we do every day those exercise. Slowly by slowly, we'll kind of fluiditate, making more practical or suitable all these different articulations. This way, it won't create any problem when we meditate. So that's what we're going to study in our next life. So be prepared a little bit to have like some, I don't know, kind of sport kind of wear. This way we can feel. I mean, don't wear tight or any something like constrict your body, right? Something like loose and everything. This way you just be more easy to do those kind of things, because one do is the end, but all different kind of articulation in the body. This way, we make sure that everything is on board. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much for your kind comment and all your attention and for your deep interest toward meditation. Okay, as always, you can. If you have any question, you can write below all the different commentary, different things you want to know in depth and everything. So you can do that, and then I will try to answer my best. Okay, my best to answer. Thank you very much. I wish you a very good day or night if it's night for you, and see you next time for the third step toward meditation. Thank you very much. Have a very nice meditation practice. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you. Goodbye.